E equals mc squared. This equation is perhaps the most famous formula in history. But it represents just a fraction of the life and mind of the man who wrote it, Albert Einstein. In this documentary, we'll trace the journey of a genius who impacted not only the world of science but all of humanity. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in the city of Ulm, Germany. A quiet, introverted, and curious child, he was inspired by his mother's love of music and his father's interest in electricity. Little Albert's family was worried. Here was their son, already 3 years old, and still barely speaking. His parents often wondered if something was wrong, for Albert was a quiet, introspective child, seemingly lost in his own world. However, one day, he finally started speaking in full sentences. And what did he say? He would whisper to himself, "This is not right," as he would ponder something. His mind was clearly wired differently, often thinking deeply before he uttered a single word. His parents had no idea that their late bloomer would someday transform the world with his ideas. Teachers often labeled him as lazy because he seemed distracted in school. But he was a genius who saw the world from a different perspective. Do you think Einstein has any characteristics that are different from other people? You will find the answer to this question in the rest of the video. At just 5 years old, Einstein was given a compass by his father. To young Albert, it wasn't just a simple device, it was a magical portal into an invisible world. No matter how he turned it, the needle always pointed north. How could this be? He found himself mesmerized, unable to understand how something he couldn't see could influence the needle. That moment sparked a lifetime curiosity. Little did he know, the mysteries of the universe would soon become his playground, all thanks to that tiny compass. Years later, he would explore theories about light that would transform our understanding of the universe. Despite his achievements in physics, Einstein struggled to find an academic position and took a job at the patent office in Bern, Switzerland. Yet here, he conducted groundbreaking work that would revolutionize physics. In 1905, he published papers that tackled the nature of light, Brownian motion, and the theory of relativity. 1905 is known as Einstein's miracle year. He introduced the equation E equals mc squared, revealing that mass and energy are equivalent. This formula laid the foundation for atomic energy, proving energy to be one of the universe's most powerful forces. In 1915, Einstein developed the general theory of relativity. This theory proposed that gravity wasn't a force of attraction but rather a curvature of spacetime. Observations during a solar eclipse in 1919 confirmed Einstein's theory, making him a global scientific icon. With the Nazi Party rising to power in Germany, Einstein, being of Jewish descent, found himself in danger. In 1933, he left Germany and settled in the United States, joining Princeton University, where he would spend the rest of his life. By the time he was a professor at Princeton, Einstein had fully embraced a quirky trait: he despised wearing socks. He found them irritating and unnecessary. According to him, they were a waste since they'd always get holes. So, Einstein decided to skip them altogether. Walking around Princeton, he became famous for his sockless feet, a small act of rebellion against conformity. He didn't care much for appearances, instead, he focused on ideas that mattered to him, regardless of what others thought. Einstein's equation E equals mc squared contributed to the development of the atomic bomb. However, he was a passionate advocate for peace, believing this power should be used for the good of humanity rather than destruction. In his later years, he dedicated himself to the cause of nuclear disarmament and world peace. Albert Einstein changed the scientific world forever. His theories continue to guide fields from quantum physics to cosmology. Einstein was not only a physicist but a visionary whose ideas still light the way for humanity. Albert Einstein was not just a genius, he was a beacon of imagination who pushed the boundaries of the universe. Indeed, He will always be remembered as a mind beyond time. Thanks for watching. If you subscribe and like it, we can try to make such videos of other successful people.